All right, guys, we're gonna get started. Please settle down. And people tell me my voice is loud, so everybody can hear me clearly, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't need a microphone, right?
No.
Okay. All right, I'll let everybody settle in. So, I just want to let you guys know this presentation is being filmed front to back, which means you are in it. So smile for the camera. Fix your hair, do whatever you gotta do. I'm gonna be editing it and posting it on YouTube, and I'll send it to Sabrina. So if you guys want to rewatch it, because we're gonna cover a lot of details, if you want to rewatch it, you'll have that as well, okay? Awesome. So the title of today's presentation, like I mentioned, is How to Crush Your Online Presence. And I kind of mentioned this during the team meeting here, but the modern way of getting and attracting clients has shifted drastically with the introduction with AI. People just go to ChatGPT or Gemini and just search for bestsellers agent in Palo Alto or whatever city they're in. And so the question is, how do we make sure we show up in these searches so we can future-proof our business and continue to get modern buyers, sellers, always search for realtors online and have us pop up. So that's exactly what we're going to cover today. And just out of curiosity, has anybody here been using AI for more than, let's say, 6 months? Raise your hand. Okay, most people, right. And so you probably asked a question something like, recommend me a barber or plumber, or anybody has recommended for like a service-based business on AI before? Yeah? Okay, ma'am, you're the only one nodding your head, so I'm going to ask you. What did you ask?
We were looking for a plumber.
Plumber.
In our area.
Mm-hmm. When you ask AI for a recommendation, what do you think it did to give you that recommendation? Like, what is it doing? How does it know who to recommend you? Reviews, search engine? Exactly. So it always starts with your Google presence. In other words, the only thing AI is doing for you is it's Googling for you on behalf of you. It's compacting the summary of the results and presenting it simply. And so, how to crush your online presence? If you want to show up in these AI searches, the number one place to start is fixing your online presence. Exactly what Stephanie said, reviews, your online presence, your digital footprint, all of that stuff. So in this presentation, I'm going to walk you through exactly how top producers and top producing teams that we're working with are crushing it online. And I got this quote from NAR. It says, 90% of potential clients research you before reaching out. It makes sense. Before I trust somebody, one of you guys, with $1 million home, or what's the average home here? I'm from SoCal. 5 million, geez, I'm not moving here. But if I'm gonna trust you with $5 million value of asset, I'm gonna make sure you're legit. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Can everybody pull out your cell phone? You guys know where this is going. Pull out your cell phone. And I need you to Google your first name, last name, realtor. Write in Google search and see what shows up. We're pretending to be clients or prospects doing our research after we get your mailer, you cold call me, or somebody recommends you to me. What was that face, Stephanie? Okay, so Google your name and lender or loan officer. Yeah, your title. For everybody else, type in realtor. First name, last name, realtor. And I want you to actually click through the first 3 links that show up and see how you're being displayed right now. This is what consumers are seeing, and this is what ChatGPT is grabbing information from.
That's our old address.
Zillow? I know you guys have a lot of questions. I reserved the last half of the presentation for Q&A. So if you have questions, I'll get to them. Just save it in your head.
My name is very common, so there's
Another agent?
Yeah.
What was your name?
Vanessa Aragon.
Vanessa. So what Vanessa just told me is there's another agent from a different brokerage that showed up. It happens all the time. We're gonna talk about that. Okay, can you give me a thumbs up when you have done so I know where everybody's at? Okay, most people. So I'm gonna ask you a series of 3 questions. Question number 1 is this. Can you raise your hand up high if you showed up? Raise your hand. If you showed up, it should be most people. Okay, if you didn't raise your hand, I heard you're new, so you're good. Okay, so most people showed up, got it. Number 2 is social proof. How many of you saw reviews within the first 3 links? It can be Zillow, Google Page, Yelp, Facebook, Realtor.com. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Okay, for those of you who didn't raise your hand, this is going to be your number 1 thing that's going to influence AI tools or any other person to determine if you're worth working with. Reviews. And I'll talk more about this in a sec. Third question is branding. Raise your hand if you look like the same person on each platform. Yeah. Good job. I'm talking same headshot, same name, same market, and same company. This is what happens so often, Sabrina. We will look at an agent and they say Remax, that they used to work for 10 years ago. Their Zillow says Keller Williams. Their Yelp says EXP. And the consumer looking at this, it's like, okay, what company are you with? Outdated. Or you say LA is your main market on Instagram, and then you say Orange County and your Facebook. That means customize it to you. I say, I'm not from here. Palo Alto and San Ramon. Did I say that right? Okay. Make sure your market is consistent because consistency is what AI tools look for and also what clients look for. Okay. You guys can put down the phones now. Some of you are on TikTok. Put it down. With that said, I'm gonna audit 2 real estate agents live right in front of your eyes. And it would have been fun if I picked random agents from this office and just audited you, but I didn't potentially want to embarrass anybody. So I picked 2 random agents. Okay, so in this presentation, we break down and compare an agent with a weak online presence and an agent with a strong online presence. And we're gonna really find out what makes your online presence strong. And at the end of the presentation, you will know exactly what to do to look like a top producer. Whether you're already a top producer or you're just starting out, you're a new agent, you can look like a top producer if you just apply what we're going to talk about today. If that sounds good, can I get a yay?
Yay.
Yay, me too. Okay, let's get it. So we're going to look at 3 things today. When it comes to your online presence, 3 buckets make up your online presence. Number 1 is your Google presence, which is exactly what you guys just did. Second thing is your website quality. Third thing is your branding/social media. Okay, we're going to start with your Google presence. The goal here, I want you to imagine this. You are hosting an open house. Someone walks in, potential buyer. You have a fantastic conversation with them. They walk out. They get back into their car, put on their seatbelt, and quickly Googles your name just to make sure you're legit. What do they see is what we're talking about here. In 5 seconds, we must look legit for them to be like, wow, Stephanie is a legit agent, a legit lender in this case. So this is an actual agent by the name of Joyce Blank Realtor. Now we're gonna use this example as a bad example, hence why I protected her identity. Any Joyce in the room, by the way? Okay, good. I haven't yet met Joyce yet, so that's good. When we Google her name, we see 3 links: Realtor.com, LinkedIn, and some US phone books website that has nothing to do with real estate. So let me ask you guys this. Do you guys see reviews? No. Do you see her picture? No. Do you see her website? Do you see Instagram or Facebook, the 2 most popular platforms right now? No. And so for that reason, if you Googled an agent you were considering hiring and this is what you see, are you inclined, are you impressed to hire this person? I would say not. Sad face. There it is. So I don't want anyone in this room to look like this, but the reality is so many agents look like this when people Google their name. And this is not helping you. And there's no way you're gonna show up in AI searches if you look like this, all right? So here's a great example of what I want everyone in this room today to look like after this presentation. This is Evelyn T. Her market used to be in San Ramon, but she moved down to Orange County area. When I Google Evelyn T. Realtor, we just finished working with her. What is the first thing you see when I Google her name? Her picture. Over on the right hand side, this bad boy, this puppy is called Google Business Profile. Can you raise your hand if you have one? Wow, this is good. This is better than most offices I've been to. You can put it down, Stephanie. Okay, I was expecting like 2 people to raise their hands because that's the case whenever I do this training at other offices. Great job, guys. For those of you who didn't raise your hand though, this is not a nice to have. This is a must to have because when you ask AI, who's the best realtor in this market, AI actually links your name to your Google Business Profile. So if you don't have a Google Business Profile, please make one. It's absolutely free to have for 4 reasons. You guys all said the first thing you noticed was her picture. Good, we can immediately put a face next to her name. Second, we can immediately put a target area on the map, letting people know exactly where our market is. That's the second thing. Third thing, her name, Evelyn T, Mission Viejo Realtor, 300 plus families served across OC. Her market and reason why people should work with her. She's helped 300 plus families across Orange County. So for those of you who said you have a Google page, most people say this: Evelyn T, Realtor, Keller Williams. That is not enough, guys. We gotta put our market and a USP. Whether you had 14 years of experience or you've helped hundreds of families, say so, including your market. Yeah. If you're brand new, don't say 1 year of experience. It's better not to say that at this stage. Yep. And that's the third reason. The fourth reason is how many reviews does she have on Google? She's got 94 5-stars. And so here's the idea. If I'm considering hiring her, maybe I got her mailer or she door knocked on me and I Google her name, I don't need to see anything else. As soon as I see this, it looks like she can freaking sell my home in OC. Does that make sense? So that's the goal, but it gets even better. On Zillow Zillow, she has 81 5 stars. On Realtor.com, 3 5 stars. On Yelp, she's got 13 5 stars. And so we almost want to create like an overwhelming effect when it comes to reviews. That's the reason why when you go to Amazon and you type in best men's sock, you get bombarded with reviews. Yeah, we almost want to create that same experience for our prospects and clients by collecting reviews across multiple platforms. Any new agents in the room? I know you're new. Anybody else? Okay, you may ask me, but Woo, I'm a new agent. I've only helped 5 clients. Like, I can't do this. Well, I got you. Here's exactly what you do. I need you to put together an Excel spreadsheet and put in there anyone and everyone that can make a comment about your work ethic or character. Yes, that includes Sabrina. Yes, that includes Stephanie. Yes, that includes Jan, your lender, your broker, your TC, title officer, title rep, escrow officer, your friends and family. Reach out to them and ask them to make one specific comment about your work ethic or character. If you ask just 2 a day, by the end of the month, you're at 65 stars. When you have 65 stars, you at the very minimum look like a mid-tier producing agent. Would you guys agree? Yes. So anyone can do this. It just takes time. Fair enough? Okay, cool. So that is her Google presence, and that's Joyce. I'm going to give her 1 out of 5 because of the reasons we discussed. No site, no reviews, no picture, no Google page, and I honestly can't tell if she's still in business. Second one is Evelyn. I'm going to give her 5 out of 5. So, ma'am, you're in what's called splash zone. So I'm going to pick you. What was your name again? Anne. Anne. Okay. Heart emojis. Yes. You're that lady, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a really hard question. I want you to really think about it, okay? You're no longer a real estate agent. You don't know anything about real estate. You're an engineer. You ask your friends, your dad, your auntie for an agent referral. You get 2 agents referred to you, and you Google their name. The first agent looks like this. The second agent looks like this. Like I said, it's a really hard question. Really think about it. Which agent would you call? This one. It was a trick question. I already knew the answer to that. Yeah, exactly. So did I just make it real as to why this stuff is so important? Like, it's not a nice to have. It's a must to have. They will Google your name before reaching out to you, or they will even ask AI about you, which we'll cover. So that is their Google presence. Any questions so far on your Google presence? Okay, that means I either did a great job or I tanked.
Great job.
Okay, thank you.
I need to update it with address, things like,
Of course.
and I don't know how to do that. I'm trying, but I'm not aware of how to do that.
That's okay. Guys, you guys do real estate the best. Focus on doing real estate and leave the tech stuff to people that does tech all the time. Just close more deals for us so you can have the funds to hire a tech guy to do it for you. That's the idea. Next thing we're going to cover is your website quality. Now, Jen, if you're listening to this, love you guys. Keller Williams' website is not good.
Your mind. We need to know.
It's dog shit.
Yeah, there you go.
It is what it is. And the reason why is this. I've looked at probably over 3,000 realtor websites in my career. When you use your brokerage template provided website, it looks exactly like this. Keller Williams, ready for buy or sell, your picture, lead capture form, enter your first name, last name, phone number, email. And there's a button on top that says agents, where if I click on it, it shows me every single agent in the roster of Keller Williams. Does that effectively sell you as a realtor? Absolutely not. Yeah, it sells the company. That's the goal. Their customers are realtors. And so if you're trying to sell yourself to prospective buyers or sellers, we gotta design it in a way that buyers and sellers are inclined to give you their contact info. That's your website's only job, lead capture. So I'm gonna cover how. This is Evelyn's website. What is the first thing you see when you go here?
Her name.
Her name. Her own branding first, Evelyn T. Homes. And to stay in compliance with the brokerage, you must include your brokerage logo, but in a small print. Our branding first. So the first thing people see is our brand. And we gotta ask people 2 questions. As soon as people land on your site, the only reason why they are on your website is because they're looking to buy or sell, period. So we want to ask them, are you looking to buy or are you looking to sell? If I click on looking to sell, you take me to a seller's page and you tell me, this is what it looks like to list your home with Jamie Smith. The first step is this. Then we do that. Then we do this. Oh, by the way, here's a client we netted 40K over asking. Want to see how we did it for them? Book a call with me. It's called lead funnels. Seller's funnel and same thing for the buyer funnel. You see home valuation. That is her classic seller's funnel where people click on it, they enter their address, their email, and they get entered into her lead nurture. But where's the buyer button? She's a listing agent. She doesn't work with buyers at all, which I think is a very cool power move. Like she's very niche down to sellers only. And her phone number is right up top, easy for people to contact her. And one thing that's worth noting is if we look at the background, that is Dana Point in Southern California, which is in tune with her market, OC. Yeah. As we scroll down, we see her stats. This is what 99% of realtor websites misses, your stats. Can you raise your hand if you have been in business for more than 1 year? Keep your hands raised more than 5 years, more than 10, more than 15. More than 25. More than 30. 35.
Oh, you keep going with him.
Okay, great. You can put it. I understand now.
42.
42. If you have years of experience that's greater than, I would say, 3, say so. John, right? John, if I went to your site and you told me 42 years of experience and give me a ballpark idea of how many total families you've helped in your lifetime. 1,500. 42 years of experience, 1,500 families helped, average price in the market and price range. I don't need to look at anything else. This guy knows what the heck he's doing. Like, that's the idea. If you have stats, we want to leverage it because proof will be always greater than promise. Lead with proof. If you're a newer agent, that's okay. You can't leverage like that yet, but here's what you can leverage. If you speak any other languages, highlight that because there are people out there who does not speak English. Like my dad, he only speaks Korean, and there's no way he's hiring a non-Korean realtor. He just can't communicate with them. And so languages you speak, or we just finished working with an agent, first-time realtor, and he's a third-generation Laguna Beach resident. People that want to buy or sell in Laguna Beach, that stuff matters because he knows everything about Laguna Beach. So anything you can leverage and syndicate, say so in your unique, like about work with me or here's the reason why we should work with me. Anything you can say, like years of experience, family solved, or anything unique about you. Second thing, this picture we saw somewhere. You guys remember this picture? Google. Consistent headshot everywhere. So people are not confused. Am I looking at the right agent's website? No, I have the same picture everywhere and I actually look like that picture. If your headshot, I mean this from love. If your headshot looks like a DMV photo from 2009, we have a problem. Please update your picture. And with AI, you can just touch it up with AI. You don't have to go into a studio and get a new one. I mean, ideally, you want to do that. But with AI, you can just update your headshot. Just take a selfie, upload the picture to AI and say, update my headshot, or like put me in a nice suit or something like that. It looks pretty realistic now. Awesome. And she's also capturing emails for her newsletter, for her monthly newsletter. So for those reasons, I'm going to give it 5 out of 5. She has everything we just discussed. Let's go to Joyce's website. And she didn't have one. Sad face. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. She didn't have one. Okay, so we just took a look at the website and the Google presence. Any questions? Are you guys with me so far? Okay, got it. Next thing we're gonna look at is branding/social media. Anybody know where the word branding comes from?
Cattle.
Branded cattle.
Exactly. It comes from when you literally burn the cattle with whatever your logo is. So the reason why this is so important is because your brand can directly influence how people behave when they hear about you. I'll give you an example. If I have a cow and I brand it and it says woohoo, my name's Woo, it says woohoo, and I lose the cow and my cow is just roaming around. If someone that hates me sees that cow with my brand on it, he might kill it, right? Or if somebody that loves me who finds my cow with my branding on it, he might return it back to me. So it directly influences how people behave when they hear or see your brand. That's why this stuff is so important. We're all adults here. Yeah. So we're gonna look at her branding starting with Instagram. When we look at her username, it's Evelyn T. Holmes. Now, I've seen so many agents' Instagram profiles, and agents that created Instagram like 7 years ago often have a username that sounds like this. Lemon74 exclamation point. Guys, if your username is not your first name, last name, Holmes, Realtor, Real Estate, or whatever, please change it to your first name, last name, Holmes, Realtor, Real Estate. And the reason for that is because you can change your username once every 60 days. No, it does not reset your page. Everything stays exactly the same. It just changes your username. Consistent picture, same headshot everywhere. And if we look at her bio, I look at a lot of agents' bio and sometimes I see something like coffee lover, dog mom. And I can appreciate that because if I also had a dog, like, oh yeah, I also have a dog, we have a common similarity, but most clients and prospects, they don't care. What they're looking for is, why should I go with you? Stats, 300 plus families served, 150 in sales volume, serving Orange County and beyond, 3 times icon agent, some like recognition or award that she earned, and her phone number goes right here. If you don't have your contact info, or at the very least your email address in your bio, if my dad is not very savvy, and so imagine my dad found you, because he still watches like Instagram Reels. Imagine he gets across your videos, he clicks on your profile, and he sees your bio. He's not gonna click DM. He's looking for a phone number to call. So please include your contact info, whether it's your phone number, Google Voice number, or your email. Awesome. Any questions here? So your market, years of experience, unique selling proposition, and your contact info. Real quick on your Instagram content or social media content, who here, and you can be honest with me, who here posts just closed or just listed flyer posts? post, like a picture post? I know you do. Raise your hand. Yeah, don't be shy. One person, really. Yes, thank you. Make it 2, make it 3. Okay. You guys know where this is going. Yeah, it just doesn't work. And I'll give you 2 reasons why. When you see an agent's page where all you see is just close, price point, just close, number 1, you look like a freaking salesperson. And no one likes a salesperson. Number 2, how do I put this in the best analogy possible? Let's say you follow your dentist on Instagram. Right? You love your dentist. He's the boy, he's the guy, he's the woman, whatever. You watch one of his videos and he says, just clean teeth. How does that make you feel? It's like, no shit. That's your job, right? And we laugh, but like it is what it is. For a consumer who doesn't know any better, when we post just listed or just closed, it's like, well, obviously that's kind of what you do. And so it's great that you're closing homes, and here's 2 or 3 ways to elevate it. Who here is just shy in front of a camera? Like you just hate talking in front of a camera. I got you, ladies. Got you. Here's what you do. Give them a virtual tour. Start at the outside of the home. We just closed this property, $20K over asking. Here's the porch. Here's the newly remodeled bathroom, bedroom, the kitchen, awesome pool, whatever. Want to see how we can do the same for you? Book a call with me, link in my bio. Something like that. Virtual tour is number 1. There's a reason why major TV platforms like HGTV and all these other platforms are huge. People just love staring at nice homes through a screen. Like they just love. So give them a virtual tour, or you can say, just sold, $13K over asking price. Here's how we did this. And just explain what you did. And it may not even be what you did. It may just be the market, but like tell them, like, give them insights. The market that she bought right now was super hot. And hence why you gotta buy it right now too, or whatever the case. Tell this story. 14K over asking, here's how we did it. Or just closed in, say, 18 days, when the average day is like, what, 45? Like 30? What's the average day? 14. Oh, it's 14 here? Wow, man. Well, in OC, it's about 45 days. Yeah, so maybe you guys can say this. Just closed in escrow or closed escrow in 2 days when the average is 14. Here's how we did it. And talk about this. We have an amazing escrow team or whatever. It may not be the reason that you brought in, but it can be your team. Please don't ask me how to buy or sell. I have no idea. I still don't know what title insurance is. So I'm not your guy for real estate. I am your guy for online presence. Yeah, but thank you for the clarification. Yes. So does that kind of make sense? Yeah. Turn it into an engaging video, highlight what you did and what makes that special, or at the very least, give them a virtual tour. Any questions here? Okay. We're gonna go to Joyce's Instagram, and the reason why I need everybody in the room to have your name as your username is because when I type in Joyce, her last name, Realtor, nothing showed up. Do you guys understand why that stuff is so important? The basic stuff is so important? Right. She probably has a username like dogmom47. I don't know what it is, but it's not her name. And this is Evelyn's Facebook page. This is called Facebook Business Profile. Who here knows the difference between Facebook page, like your personal page, and a business page? Wow, okay. Yes, go ahead.
Well, I have my John King and family stuff, and then I have John W. King Realtor.
Okay, like personal and business.
Right.
Okay, but like what's the difference?
Well, it actually cross-populates.
Okay,
So
good.
Anything that goes on personal goes on business. Not everything, but you know what I want to go over.
Okay.
So if I got a listing or something, so it's going to all my friends' side of the world.
It posts on both.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, go ahead. The only difference is this. And yeah, what you said is also correct. The only difference between a personal page and a business page is this section. That's literally it. You're able to put in your contact info. On a personal page, you can't do this. They don't let you do this. So if you're a business real estate agent, please have a Facebook business page. It'll probably take you 10 minutes to make one. Throw in your headshot, name, your market, and consistency again. Mission Viejo, OC homeowners, 18 plus years of experience, 300 families served. Same marketing message everywhere. And just real quick on our email address, her email is not evelynsalesOC@yahoo. It's evelyn@evelynt.com. And so if we want to just increase our professionalism just by one more notch, please invest in your personal branded email. It's like $8.25 to Google Workspace every month. Cup of coffee every month. So worth it. And another reason for that is because the leadership is gonna hate me. I don't recommend that any agent use their brokerage email, and the reason for that is because we had so many agents that come to us and said, I changed my brokerage. I need to transfer all of my contacts from my old email, my brokerage email, to my new email. And it's like, there's no way, there's nothing we can do. Once you leave the brokerage, that email is gone. And when a past clients try to reach you from your old email, well, guess what? It'll say message blocked because that email no longer exists. So my recommendation to you is use something that's personal, either personal like the evelynT@gmail, like a personal email, or a branded business email like this. $8.25 per month. So worth it. Awesome. Oh, also, her website is evelynT.com. Consistency again, that increases your brand cohesiveness. And this is Joyce's Facebook business page. I typed in her full name, realtor. She didn't show up. And so, not sure what's going on, but sad face. Okay, so let's wrap it up. This is what Evelyn's branding looks right now across different platforms. I just want you to let this sink in because everywhere we look at, we see the same brand, same message, same person, same market. You guys see what I mean now? Yeah, this is what GPT is looking for. If you say NorCal here and SoCal here, you're out already. Like they're crossing it out. So make sure it's consistent everywhere. And this is Joyce. You guys know what's really amazingly crazy? Joyce sold way more homes than Evelyn. She sold over 750. But you guys all said you'll go with Evelyn based on what you saw. So my point is, it doesn't matter how good of an agent you actually are. If your online presence does not reflect that, then they will believe what they see online. And so I don't want that to happen. Okay, so let's wrap it up now. We looked at Google, website, social media, and Joyce, I'm gonna give her 1 out of 15. And Evelyn got 15 out of 15. And here's what's crazy, and that is Evelyn is not looking 2 to 3 times better. She's literally looking 15 times better. Yeah, that's what's crazy. So the bottom line is when clients Google you, what do they see? This is another one of our clients. His name is David Borja with Keller Williams. I Googled David Borja, realtor. We see his Google page, his market, probate, divorce, headshot, reviews across multiple platforms, and his website, davidborja.com. But most consumers are bypassing this. They're doing this. Is David Borja with Keller Williams a good realtor? When I asked this question to ChatGPT, this is what GPT says. My take, is he a good realtor? Yes, based on what I found, David appears to be a good realtor with many strong points. He seems honest, communicative, and patient. How does GPT know this? It's reading his reviews. Yeah, and so we need to have so many stacked reviews so our clients and prospects can see this. Yeah, and it says this. If I were you, I would feel comfortable interviewing him or getting a consultation. So if I'm a buyer considering hiring this guy, I do my research. This is what I see on Google, and this is what I see on AI search tool. Do you think I would feel pretty confident giving him a call? Yeah, 100%. So does what your clients see represent you the way you want to be represented? I think the answer is a yes. Or is your online image hurting you? So looking at Joyce's example, we just took a look at her Google presence. I'm going to ask Joyce to AI. Is Joyce, her last name, with her company, a good realtor? This is what it says. What I didn't find, or gaps. I didn't find a lot of detailed recent reviews, and then it gives me a big warning sign. And then it says, because I didn't find many recent detailed client reviews, you'll want to ask referrals or past clients to hear their experience. So if I was considering hiring her as my listing agent, and I see this, what are my chances of pulling through with her? Very low. I'd rather go with another agent that looks way better than this, or GPT says way better good things. So from the 2 examples, I hope I made it clear as to how your online presence either works for you or against you. We're gonna actually wrap it up now. I promised you that at the end of the presentation, you'll know exactly what to do to look like a top producer. But before I show you, was that useful?
Yes.
Okay. This presentation took me about 6 hours to make. May or may not have a full bottle of Merlot. Big red guy. And so I don't have anything to sell you guys today. I'll get your credit cards eventually. That's a joke. So the only thing that I ask is I just drilled you guys on the importance of having reviews. So you know where this is going. Yeah. Pull out your cell phone, scan this bad boy, and it'll take you to my Google page. Could you click 5-star and mention one specific thing you liked about today's presentation?
Only if you will follow me on Instagram. Page.
I will do. Let's connect after. I will do.
You will find me. I've already posted.
Thank you. Thank you. So if you have a Google review link or Zillow review link and you do like marketing meetings, caravans, broker open, do this. Super easy way to get a lot of reviews at the same time. And for the office too, Sabrina, you guys can also post your office Google page and have every agent to review during the meeting. You can put whatever, the Asian guy, the Korean guy.
Your business is helping people?
Yeah, my business is LinkMe. I'm the founder of LinkMe. It's a very small team of 9 people, all working hard to improve your online presence. And after this, I still haven't got to my gift yet, so I'll get there. It's free, because gifts should be free.
What's your first name?
Woo, W-O-O. Woohoo without the who. You got 11 points, yay, thank you. I'll give you guys 5 more seconds, and I'll give you the action steps. My man, a little late there, but thank you.
Somebody else.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, while you guys are finishing that up, I appreciate you a ton. Here are 13 things Evelyn had, Joyce didn't have. You guys can take a picture of this. If I'm Joyce today, the very first thing that I'm doing is getting my Google business profile and getting it to 50 plus 5-star reviews by doing exactly what I walked you through. Asking everyone in my SOI to review me. And just 2 a day, at the end of the month, I'm at 60. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. And so there's that. Everybody good? Okay. And I'll ask you guys this question. I know the answer to it, industry average, but does anybody just have a rough idea as to what the number may be? Just give me a guess. 10? Okay, you're actually very close to the average. The average number of Google searches that you get as a real estate agent, as a producing agent, is 7. 7. That means, on average, every month, about 7 people Google you if you're a producing agent. How do I know this? This one's worth writing down. It's called Google Alerts. If you set up Google Alerts under your name, Google will notify you whenever you get looked up. And our job is to make that number go up by doing more prospecting. But the average is 7. But if 1 out of 7 person Googles your name and clicks away to another agent because you didn't look established, what does that lose you? What's the average commission here as a listing agent?
30,000.
30,000? I need my friends to be agents here. Yeah. That's $30,000 that you just lost just because you didn't look established online. And so to help you fix that, here's my gift to you. I charge $700 for this, but I'm going to give it to you for free. Everybody in this room. I got to show you a real life example. This is an example of an agent who was literally bleeding money. And I'll make it super real to you. Her name's Tina Wang. I gave her a 0 out of 5 on her Google. I Googled Tina Wang, this is what I saw, and I gave her a 0. Can anybody tell me why, based on what we discussed today? It's not consistent, different brokerages.
Cities, yeah.
Yeah. The real reason why I gave her a 0 because this isn't our Tina.
It's a different team.
It's a different Tina. Exactly what you said. When we Googled Tina Wang, a different Tina from a different company showed up. Our Tina is with Keller Williams, the best brokerage in the world. Did I do that right, Jen? But what Tina do we see here? Tina with Compass.
Yeah.
In fact, our Tina is a capper. She does an amazing job, and she's one of the top producers at our office. She would get her past clients to refer clients to Tina. They Google her name, and they see this. So what do you think the referrals were doing? They were calling a different Tina.
She's losing a lot.
Tough way to grow your business. Yeah. So like this is an example of when you're invisible and there's another agent. And of course, we had to fix that by doing more optimization. So our Tina's Realtor.com, our Tina's website shows up first. Now here's an example of when you don't look established. Jen, do you know Maria? She's the director with CAR. Oh, you do? Awesome. She's one of our clients. She wanted to get into the luxury market. You guys tell me, does she look like a high-end luxury real estate agent? No. So we made her look like this. Complete new branding. And what's crazy here is this is the same agent with the same years of experience, same license, but just by changing how you're being perceived online, people literally look at you differently. That's the exact reason why everybody in this room today wore nice clothes. No one showed up here in a tank top and slippers. Why? Because we want people to conceive us as a successful business owners. Right. That's the same thing. This is what that looks like online. I'll show you a couple more. Team already. The first mistake they made is not going with Keller Williams. Is that right, Jen? And so, yeah, this is what the work that we did for them. I highly recommend the first thing people see on your website to be a video of you, in this case, a husband and wife team. This is a brand new agent with Berkshire Hathaway, Alex. We made her look like a mid-tier agent online because before she looked like a new agent. And this is one of the top producers in LA. She consistently closes about 20 million in sales volume every year. And that's the work that we did for her. Again, that's her stats, showcasing her stats. This is another new agent, Kaylee. Love this client. She is pregnant right now, so happy for her. But her whole market was like horse ranches, so that's what we incorporated as our branding. And so here's what we do. Again, I don't have anything to sell you today, so keep your cards in your wallet, don't worry. We build your entire online presence in 28 days across Google, website, branding, so that you can finally feel confident to have people research you. You cold call, door knock, and be like, just Google my name. That's the confidence that this gives you. Okay, so bottom line, yeah, you already covered that. So my offer to you is this. We charge $700 for this. This is called your brand analysis, where you show up to the call and my team rip you apart, literally. Like we take screenshots of what's broken, what's not working, what needs to be gone, and put it together on like a nice slide across Google, site, socials, branding. Tell you this needs to be gone, this needs to be updated, this sucks, and we gotta improve this. Like we do business very bluntly, and we are kind, not nice. I hope that makes sense. And so the purpose of this call is to show you where your online presence is at and where it needs to be. And there are two outcomes of this call. I'm not a salesperson. I used to be an engineer, so I'll make it very simple. Option number one, we show you the fixes and you fix it yourself. If you have the time and the technical or whatever to do it yourself, don't spend your money. Spend your money on lead gen or whatever. Do it yourself. That's option one. Option two, we show you the fixes and we do the fixes for you. That's usually for agents that are busy closing deals and they just want it done for them. And so either way, completely free, you know exactly what to fix, and you can just decide to fix it yourself or have us do it. Simple enough? Okay. And so if you would like that, just scan this boy. You're gonna go to the page on the left. And just a quick note, this isn't open to everyone because it actually takes my team and my time. And so based on your answers on the form, my calendar will let you book a call or it will not let you book a call. If it doesn't let you book a call, I'm gonna send you a PDF with 3 resources that you can use today to elevate your online presence yourself. If it lets you book a call, show up to the call and I'll show you everything that needs to be fixed. Okay? All right? Okay.
What determines whether it lets you book a call or not?
So there's a question in there that asks you, hey, what's your goal for the next 12 months? And the answers look like this. I'm looking to retire. I want to grow my production. If you say, well, I can't tell you this now because you're gonna change up your answers. But basically, if you say, well, I'm semi-retired, I'm fine, then we would rather spend our time with somebody who actually needs help. Yeah, because our time is also limited. So yeah, that's why. It's the same reason you would want your buyer to get qualified before you even do anything. So yeah, that's what I got for you guys today. I know we covered a lot today. Does anybody have any questions?
What's Instagram?
We gotta start over. That's for another class. What's internet?
I
Yes.
actually do have one.
Yeah.
I think going back to Tina Wang.
Okay.
So how do you get your Tina Wang from Keller Williams to pull up instead of the other one? 'Cause
Ah.
the one was pretty optimized.
It's a great question.
So how did you get her to
Yeah.
pull up instead of the
That's exactly why we get paid well. Yeah. That's like asking an agent, how did you net 40K for this person? Or how did you negotiate? It's because that agent is good. But yeah, that's the ego answer. But the real answer is it's all search engine optimization. So in the back end, it's called metadata, where we just devour, pour so much metadata that Google is forced to show our Tina before the other Tina. Yeah, it's all ranking game. So it's all has to do with search engine optimization per platform. Great question though. Yes.
So I guess this kind of coincides the same question. So when I search myself,
Yeah.
Zillow has old data. So how do you update that?
Well, how do you update Instagram? You log into Instagram, you change your stuff. So you log into Zillow, you change your stuff, and you're done.
I've never signed up for Zillow or anything like that. It just captured my previous company's information. So can I go in?
Yeah, you can absolutely go in. Or you can just have our team go in for you, and we just chef it up in there. We'll fix it up for you. Any other questions?
What market data do you have for the groups that this works for? Because this is a younger person. I'm a boomer. The people that are selling right now are boomers, and I don't use Instagram. I don't even know what it is. Honestly, they don't go into those sites
Yeah.
that I know.
Great question. What he's asking is, my market is boomers, they're old, and so they're not tech savvy, so they just get a business card and they just call me. That's awesome. Happy for that, and that'll end.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
What market is this? This is for, we're in tech world here.
Yeah.
So this is for a certain age demographic,
In terms of who we work with?
who this affects. At what clientele am I drawing using this platforms?
You're drawing anyone and everybody who uses tech. Yeah. And so if your main clients they still have a fax machine, which there's no hate, and they work out of paper, that's totally fine. That's fine. It'll get you that business, but that will end. And so unless you're looking to retire soon, I would definitely get into digital marketing. Yeah. But if
When boomers die, so do I.
okay, yeah. So I hope you don't die if you live forever. But that's exactly why we ask the questions like, are you looking to... Do not pass out. But yeah, that's exactly why we ask you questions like, are you looking to retire? If yes, we're not the fit. Because you're good where you're at. If you're going to retire soon, don't invest. You're already producing, you're good.
But I do see its value. I see its worth for a certain clientele.
Of course, yeah. It's absolutely worth it for people that use tech, like millennials and under. Yeah. And some boomers, they're pretty savvy.
Is that, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that ends the class. Thanks for coming, everybody. Appreciate you.